greatness that you have in store for us. We appreciate you. Thank you for blessing over the food and continuing to nourish our bodies. In the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen. Really, babe? Your mom must be offended when you put that, because I know.
You'll be offended if I did this?
Yes.
What? I'll tell you straight up, I'm like, babe, yeah, it need a little more seasoning.
Well, I feel like that's going to be all the time.
So what's the problem? It's not that it's bad, I just want more seasoning and flavor. It don't mean that
exactly,
it's bad.
meaning that it doesn't have enough.
For me. What you mean? What's wrong with that?
Because they're supposed to... What is that?
Someone I know.
Is it Jahmaiki?
I don't know. Shouldn't open the door. Now he about to come inside. Oh my God.
Run. So yeah, we're not in that stage of talking about... Yeah, because we know what we know now, but before, like, when we're infuriated, when we feel like we have to speak out, like, we'll speak out.
Maybe that was God's way of just getting his children to speak. And we didn't even realize. Total as a collective, we were upset. It wasn't just you and I. Remember, we play a piece in this.
But we were not upset about the same things.
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the woke ones.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just us. Like, and we were all based. Even if we didn't watch something somebody else was saying, like they'd end up saying the same thing we may have said 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everybody was just being channeled to spread that message. To be like, yo, wake up, because this is not what y'all think it is. It was just crazy, like
it was
real talk. Everybody was in sync, and we didn't even realize.
I think that's also why we felt confident in saying something, because everybody else was also, at least the people that we were listening to, they were also spreading the same message. So it was like, we're in this together, versus like when one person or two people are just speaking out. And it like doesn't really make an impact, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like seeing that everybody was saying something about it, it felt more better because
we attacking.
Yeah.
We are literally attacking. This wasn't like a couple of years ago when people were like, "Oh, you're crazy." Nah, this was on some like people were actually questioning.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what's going on? What's happening?
Yeah, because it was happening worldwide.
You know, like, yeah. That's crazy.
Because they were like, okay, like, we can't take any more of this information. Because...
enough was enough.
And it was making us, like, pessimistic in a way. Like, if we kept going down it and being like, man, like, we live in a messed up world, and...
It takes away the beauty of the world.
Yeah, it also makes you feel like you can't do anything. Like you have no choice because of
why are
people putting these laws and rules on you. Like it makes you feel like you're not.
Why are these demons in control? Why are they the ones in control?
Yeah, I remember we had that conversation on the couch when we were talking about like the police brutality protests and stuff, and then you just had this like you just like looked like over it, like but down, like upset. You were like, because like with the whole thing, like because like but like that really made me feel like, dang, like baby's really being impacted by this. Like, I don't want him to be negative or feel negative towards a group of people, but because you know you can't do anything about it. But yeah, I didn't want you to act like feel like that.
I mean,
It was
like
just
I said to you when I woke up
in 2016.
in 2016.
I always bring
Everything happened in 2016.
It did. I'm sorry, it did. When I have my next awakening, then I'll be on that. But I just said it because I learned a lot, and I just saw the world for what it is. It saddened me to, like I used to, like I told you, like I could see when things would attach to people. I could see when you had depression. You didn't even have to tell me. I just could see it. Mm-hmm. It saddened me to see. It saddens me more that as a total of people, that y'all are following something and you don't even know what you're following. That's what saddens me more. You don't think for yourself. You think you're thinking for yourself, but you're not. You're just doing what you're taught. That's what saddens me more. And nobody wants to think outside the box. Everybody just wants to... They say they want it, but they don't want it. There's no change being made. Oh, and then there's people... Then you have the people who are... They know what's going on, but they don't care. They're still just like, yeah, it's messed up, but you know, what can you do? It is what it is. And I get that mentality as it is what it is, because you can't feed it. You really can't feed into this stuff too much, because it really can bring you down. But don't lie. You can't. Don't lie to yourself. Don't act like nothing going on. Yeah, at the end of the day, you gotta do what's right for you. You gotta get yourself out of the box. I salute to the business people actually that got out. I salute to them. Do I agree with the stuff they doing? No, but I salute to them because they got out. I can't be mad at them for that. You always are gonna be evil in somebody's book.
Yeah. And you know, I think we did realize that we were saying like we want to get out and we want to do this and we want to have that, but we weren't doing anything to prepare ourselves to get to that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we were learning.
I think that's.
But we weren't like executing out a plan that will get us out or allow us to be more free than we are right now. We were like, okay, let's start making these videos.
Yeah, because we say, you know what, we can't keep giving our energy to this. Like, it's just...
it was eating our energy.
That's all we gave our energy to. All. Like, that's it. That's all we were learning about. And honestly, looking at that now, it's like, if we both feeding into that, it's the same thing as like kids. Like, kids don't know no better. And if you're trying to learn from a kid, you're not really gonna learn nothing, cause y'all just doing the same thing. So how do y'all get out? How do y'all get outside of that box if both of y'all are doing the same thing? One of y'all gonna have to step out. Somebody, unless an adult.
That wasn't anything.
No, exactly. That's why it's good to think outside the box.
That's like in relationships. Well, like in relationships in general, like y'all start doing the same thing.
I don't think nothing wrong with that. I'm saying like, what I'm saying is like, if we both were being lazy, and we both keep saying how we want to get out, but nobody's taking that next step to get out. That's what I mean. Yeah. Then it becomes a problem. It's like, it's the same thing as the whole world. It's the same exact thing. We're under this spell, and it's like we don't see that. Like for real, we don't see it. Where do people's mind think working all this much to wear yourself out is okay? Yes, work for what you gotta do, but where in your mind did you think that it's okay?
Until you die.
Till you die. And then they give you money, but by then you barely moving. You trying to just chill. That's just to cover you in case you get hurt. Where in your mind do you think that's okay? Where in your mind did you think... Who came up with the plan? Who came up with the plan to, oh, doctors need to help you? You need insurance so you don't pay these bills. And da-da-da-da. And all this, it's all this extra bull. All this extra bull.
To make it, like, a little sweeter.
It's distractions. This is outer, and I think that's the main thing. Like, we're taught to do outer things and not go inward. Because if we go inward, we find all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
And once you have the answer and you won't know what to do and you have 100% confidence, that can't nobody shift that. And I think that's the whole, like, that's really is the main key. Like, yeah, we gotta keep y'all asleep because if y'all wake up and realize what's up, we out. Last year was a learning thing. Last year was truly a learning experience. Even us getting together.
It was.
In such a short period of time of how long we've known each other and all we went through like that. It was just a lot of learning.
Yeah.
We know each other way more than we ever have. And we still learn. But we learning way more.
I think a lot of, like, with me and you, like, in the past, we would always assume, like you'd assume I'm mad at you, or I'd assume you don't want to talk to me, and, you know, stuff like that. So now it's like I'm learning the ins and outs of you.
Yeah.
That it's like I can kind of guess and, like, get it correct that you're feeling some way or thinking something.
Yeah. I feel the same way with you. Like it's
I don't know. Yeah, lately we've been saying, oh, we're connected, we're in sync.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere. We just started really saying that. But I don't know, I really feel that way. Like I really be feeling that. I knew she was gonna do something weird. Like I feel more we're on the same page. And then if we're not, we get on that page a lot quicker than what we ever have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the same all them time we was upset last year and we was all that. But it's like, okay, looking at it now, it's like, yeah, if those things really did not happen, we really wouldn't know now, like, how to move with each other. Looking at it now, it's like, yeah, those things had to happen just to even learn the littlest of details of, like, just those type of things. Because there's no way we could get here without that.
Yeah. Are you gonna eat more?
I might. But then again, I might not. I feel the fullness I'm at is it's a good fullness. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm cool, actually. You ever ate one of these?
Are those cardamoms?
Yo,
I don't like them. I don't like cloves either.
They're not meant really to be eaten. They're just for seasoning.
I'm sure you can eat it.
You can eat it, but they're not really meant to be eaten. They're really just for seasoning.
My hand's so cold. You're feeling the vibe now, babe?
What you mean? What, us?
But you were like, there's no vibe. Like, I don't feel a vibe.
I still don't feel the vibe.
What?
I don't feel it. I still feel like I'm in 2020. I just feel like it's extended. But I do feel this fire and motivation, like, rising up, though. That I do feel. I'll say that. I don't feel stagnant. And I feel like, I don't know, also I feel like things are manifesting very, like, quickly. Mm-hmm. As well. So, that I'll say I feel, though. What do you feel? She always laughing at me. I'm not doing that thing.
Bro, you're just so cute. What do I feel? I feel like... Yeah, I feel like the direction that we're going is a bit more organized, and I think we're still trying to find out how we want to do things.
Yeah.
But I'm having fun doing that. I just feel the vibe. The vibe for me is a little different because now we're actually putting out content and trying something new, like with our TikTok, and I just feel like there's a lot of opportunity right now and like a lot of room to just create and learn ourselves even more in the process, like individually and together. But I feel like we're starting back at square one, at least for me. Like,
no, I feel that. We really went back to square. That's what I'm saying. 2019 broke everybody.
Like, and then we talk about music, and it's like all this stuff. I think because we were focused on like learning and all that stuff, we put a pause on a lot of things.
I feel like we had to though.
Yeah.
I feel like we had to.
But like our eating, we fell off on our eating.
We fell off with everything.
With our eating.
That's what I'm saying. Everything.
Yeah. And then now I'm not going to school. Just like things have changed.
Yeah, a lot has changed. But I feel like we've grown though.
We've grown.
Right now, I feel like last year was like whatever root we grew out to be, that got chopped down. But with that root, I feel like that whatever tree that tree was, it got cut down, but it planted a seed in the ground, and now that seed is starting to grow. I don't feel stagnant as I did before. Because before I just felt in like a hermit mode. Like I didn't want to move. Like I just wanted to learn. I didn't want to do anything almost. And I feel like us learning and having those talks and like put a lot of perspective that we needed. And now it's like this year around came and already the beginning, it's like, all right, like subconsciously we just already know like, all right, let's start mapping this out. Let's just whatever. Now we're like, all right, now we got a perspective. Let's figure this out. Like, let's start doing it and figuring it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because with your music, you're like, okay, I'm not going to be talking about heartbreaks and...
I don't want to, man. That's annoying.
Now it's like, yeah. And then there was that moment that we were like, oh, I can't listen to this R&B stuff because it's the same stuff.
Couldn't even listen. I didn't want to hear no music.
Yeah, we couldn't listen.
We didn't even listen to music. Like we was like, bro, the vibe just not.
Nothing was hitting.
I still really don't be playing. I mean, I do and I don't.
I think after that SZA song that hit different, that was nice. Yeah. But then like after, I was like, yeah, but it didn't hit
last
for
long.
me.
No, but that didn't last long though.
Yeah, I think you were more on that Bryson after me because I only went back to like 2 songs added to my playlist and didn't go back to the album.
When people really wake up more and learn like your thoughts aren't really yours concept, then they'll understand that concept. But until they know that concept, they won't understand it. We're all a collective. You're basically just a living cell inside the earth. If people can grasp that, they will realize like, oh, wait a minute. Think of your own brain. You got brain cells, right? What you think you are to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
This just feels like you're doing something, but in reality, it's completely different.
Mm.
It's not about who did it first. It's about who did it right. There's 1,000 singers out here.
Mm-hmm.
There's people better than Chris Brown. What made Chris Brown popular more than all of the rest of them? What made him more talented than the rest? What was he? There's people more talented than him. But what was it? Just simple because he makes hit songs. You in your bathroom, your bedroom, you singing your butt off. I mean, you singing.
To a cheesy instrumental.
Not even sometimes cheesy. Not nowadays. You doing a cover.
No, I'm saying with Chris Brown.
Justin Bieber on the side of the street. Think of America. Like, come on now. We all know we've walked by a musician just playing on the side of the street. We've all seen that once in our life. What did he do that was any different? Because my boy had hit songs. He had his songs. And he got discovered. And Usher like, you know what? I could make you into something. Baby, babe. Like, yeah. But it's not, it's still like an artist. I mean, this tape, nothing is original. Mm-hmm. I don't care how much you think it is. Oh, I've never seen this before. It's not original. Nothing is original. Basically, it's like bread. Go in the bread aisle. Go in the bread aisle. You see so much different type of breads. But guess what? What? It's bread. It's still bread. It's packaged exactly the same. It's wrapped in some plastic. Most of them. Everybody just took what they needed and added what they wanted. That's still like an artist. They purely did still like an artist in our face. Because nothing, your own thoughts is not yours. Throwing these little seeds in there for you.
No. No. I don't want them.
Eat it.
No, you.
You eat it. I'll eat one with you. Mm-mm. That's what should have been the, if somebody loses, you gotta eat 2 of these. No, 5. Make it deadly.
You remember on That's So Raven when they had those rotten eggs like in the vent? I always wanted to eat one. Like, eat that. It was a cheesecake.
I don't remember.
I think it was cheesecake.
I know something was in the vent, but I don't remember what it was.
It was something, but it looked good. Yeah. With Alana and the other girls, the mean girls. Or the sassy
I can't
girls.
even cap. It's like not that I barely, but it's like I don't remember That's So Raven as much as I remember like SpongeBob or something. But but when you turn on the episode, it all comes back to me. That's the crazy thing. I remember when Raven pulled up wearing that she was looking like an old man. And she had the fake mustache on and whatnot. I
forgot what episode.
I don't know. I don't remember, but I remember she did that.
No, they keep rolling on. They keep rolling on my food.
Ah!
Babe, no. Babe.
I don't want that on my plate, man.
You're done.
I know. Yeah. I don't even remember like King of the Hill like that. I barely remember what happened on that. I don't remember that. I remember some stuff in Kim Possible, not everything. I remember Proud Family. Mm-hmm. I remember Courage.
I just remember it was always raining and they told me to get inside and.
What are you talking about?
Just Courage, the episodes.
Oh. Courage. My man's talking about what I do for love.
Oh, he did talk, right?
Yeah, after he doing all that crying and hollering. And he always will say some side jokes. He'd be like, and they think I'm da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's like for a brief moment and then he goes right back. Probably you do. If you can talk, just talk.
Do you remember the Grim Adventures?
Yeah, Billy and Mandy. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, Billy and Mandy. That was my show. I remember Chowder. I couldn't
really watch Chowder like that. I just remember the purple.
Snitzel. However you used to talk. I remember Flapjack. I cannot forget Flapjack. That's like imprinted in my brain. I remember Adventure Time and Regular Show. I remember those two. Those were my shows.
The Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yes, I can't forget. Oh, that's
You used to watch that?
That was my show, man. Mojo.
Oh my god.
Yo, then they had that one, that red clam dude. Yo, he was gay, yo.
Oh.
Powerpuff Girls. I was like, what? Yo, who is this man? Like, yo, that man was funny. He used to be doing some, and then when he get pissed off, it's like a completely different person.
Can you guess which one I liked?
Like, which Powerpuff Girl?
Mm-hmm.
Who, Bubbles? You didn't like Bubbles? I feel like you thought she would be cute.
She's cute, but she's annoying.
Who, the green one?
No.
The red one?
Yes.
That was my favorite one.
Blossom.
That was my
Wait,
favorite
is it
one.
Blossom? What's the green one called?
Blossom's Buttercup.
Oh. Yeah, no. Blossom's a pink one.
Yeah. That was my favorite one. Brought to you by Crackhead Chronicles.